But I'm gonna anime here today. We're gonna do two lefts today. So I'm gonna do my Naruto spin part 6. I'm gonna start doing a Deku one right after this one. So yeah, you'll get 2 uploads a day from my dad's house. I went to from this house. I go between houses. Yeah. Other than that, I'm waiting for the internet to get better for my mom's house, so I can record at least once or twice a day there. So yeah, I'm gonna try to record twice. If not, I'll try to record when I'm at the other house. Then God. Okay, so let me go check out what the next what if I'm gonna be doing for Izuku is real quick. It's in my notes. Come on. Notes. Disney. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing an overhaul one. So what you'll see from Deku today is an overhaul one. Then I'll do a rewind one, then reincarnation of Naruto, and reincarnation of the first user of OFA. Then I'll do if you had all for one of AFO or all for one. Then for my Naruto what else, I'm gonna be doing what if you had Hamon next. Sasuke died, and basically what if he had the Fierce Beauty mask and used masks from Majora's Mask, Zelda's Majora's Mask, the ones that Link uses, and then I'll give him the 10 tails. I'm gonna do all these really classic what ifs first. I'm doing the Hamon one in Naruto again because I like JoJo a lot, and Hamon's really cool. That's really cool because I can always give him a Zeppelin spot like normal. Yeah, so yeah. That's more of the idea. And I'm gonna get back to recording this what if. Okay, so where we left off, I was gonna be doing what if Naruto had spin part 6. So we left off in the what if is right when Naruto was defeated the 2 Akatsuki really easily, and they're going to the trap, basically. They don't know that it's a trap, but it is. So it is. And basically, all the Akatsuki are there. They were told that only 4 of the Akatsuki were there. But all the rest of the Akatsuki are there. So, like, Pain and stuff. And, of course, they ambushed them. And when Naruto realizes the ambush, he says, "Get down, everybody!" And he says, "Speedwagon!" Because he was just getting carried on the back of my guy. Because that's more efficient. And, then he started going really fast around the room. And then he said, "Acto 4!" And started punching people. He only got 2 of the Akatsuki. Pain pushed him away. Of course, he got hurt from Pain's almighty push. His almighty push, he can make bigger and stronger in this, just to balance him. And of course, Pain's right arm was reacting to Naruto. It was Nagato's right arm. And you see where I'm going with this. Basically, it's the right arm of Jesus. I'm not sure what stand to give him. I might just give him a new stand. Would fit his personality. He wants everybody to know Pain. They want to feel the same feelings as him. Maybe, not Notorious. No, actually, maybe. Because that could be his last attack. Okay, so his mental space would be like, I want everyone to know Pain. I want the world to know peace. Oh God, I can give him over heaven. I can get him, not the world over heaven, but I'm gonna give him Made in Heaven. That'd actually be kind of perfect for him. Now I think about it. if you don't know what Made in Heaven is, it's the stand of Poochie, the gay black priest from part 6 of JoJo's Stone Ocean. Yes, that is his character description. He is also like a loyal person of Dio, and yes, Dio and him are if you catch my drift. Yeah, okay. I think everyone knows at this point what I'm talking about. Yeah, this game's starting to get a little bit uncomfortable. Yeah, so let's continue. Should I make it? Yeah. Oh no. We just say he's one of his pain things. 1,6,000 pain. Yeah, he goes body to You know if you know. That's all I'm gonna say. You know if you know. Because there's some innocent kids watching, and basically what being gay means is that a man likes another man or a woman likes another woman. That's basically what it is. Children, yeah. So yeah, learning with Oliver, learning with Whenever Never's Playhouse, am I right? I'm Whenever Mouse. Yeah, anyway, so the battle goes very hard for, it's really hard. Oh, Jesus, that's what she said. Okay. So the battle's really hard for many reasons. First of all, it's an enemy stand user. This must be the ability of an enemy stand user. And remember when I told you the Rinnegan was a disadvantage against Tusk? Yeah, so, you know what I mean. Okay, so not only would this be more realistic in the plot of Naruto, like the pain fight would definitely be sooner than in canon, because Pain would know that if he gives him more time, the better he can train them, and better he can become than him. He already knows that Naruto's one of the most powerful shinobi. Naruto's a very powerful shinobi, on par with him. So he hunted down the right arm of Jesus and got that. Thanks to Toby. Toby decided to be nice for once and not be a manipulative brat, and actually give him a stand, so actually he has a fighting chance. So if you don't know what Made in Heaven's stand ability is, it's infinite speed. Yeah. So the drawback of the Rinnegan doesn't really help Naruto in this situation, unless he can catch him off guard, which he can't, unless he teleports around the room. Then he can't, so he has to go around real fast before he activates Made in Heaven's ability. So he goes around super fast and puts a few markers down until Pain rushes him with Made in Heaven. And then Pain says, I want to reset the universe so they all know Pain. And then it's the path to peace. Make a universe that will learn about Pain, and then I'll direct them to peace. Basically, he has a very similar philosophy that Poochie, the gay priest. If you don't know what a priest is, it's a person who believes in God, who likes telling people about God. If you don't know who God is, I'm an atheist. You can believe whatever you want. It's a omnipotent being or all-knowing being in the sky. That's what most people say he is, but I don't really believe in him, so yeah. If you believe in him, you're good. You can watch, I guess. I don't really care what you believe in. You believe in whatever the hell you want. Just don't be like racist or anything, homophobic or really anything like that. Yeah. So, oh God, I'm dealing with the politics now. Yeah. Sorry. Oh Jesus, no. And yeah, JoJo's has a lot of Christian themes in it, like Jesus and feeling cross-block. I feel everyone in the chat, you better type Caesar in the chat with a million explanation. Oh God, what are the those like little lines with the points under them, like a reverse I, lowercase I. Yeah, I don't remember what they're called. I can't remember how to pronounce it because I have a speech impediment. Yep. That's actually true. I do have a speech impediment. That's why I can't pronounce my S's right. Yeah. Oh god, I gotta get done with this. God, it's still recording. Oh my god. Now I'd be talking alone for like 5 minutes. That made me look really stupid. Okay, so I'd say that Naruto says, I do know Pain. And Pain said, yes, I see. You're a cripple. And Naruto says, no, that's not the real reason. It's because I'm a Nine-Tailed Jinchuriki. And a cripple. Anyway, Pain says, wait, what? Of course, Pain would say, oh, I see, you're the Nine-Tailed Jinchuriki. Good, I need you. Of course, Naruto says, you say you know about pain. Let me show you my pain. Anyway, then he says, Act 4! And, of course, he says, Infinite Rush! Of course, Pain dodges all this, because he's made Heaven plus Rinnegan, so basically he can react to anything with his speed. Like, not only can he see with his super speed, you can see, like, he's, like, walking normally with his super speed. He will also be very freaking fast. Like, really fast. Of course, he would dodge Naruto, and Naruto would get one punch in, almost, one little scrape, and that starts twisting the part he punched on Pain. Of course, Pain would be like, what the heck? And Naruto says, this is my technique, the infinite spin. Then Pain cancels it out with a bunch of speed in the counter direction. But it's really hard for him to do. It takes up a lot of chakra to do this. For it to act 4's ability Infinity. And of course, like, Pain's like, it's hard to cancel out, you brat. Draining a lot of my chakra. Then of course Naruto sees this and says, okay, I'll make your attack weaker. And of course Naruto doesn't take up much chakra to pull this off. Once it starts getting some infinite spin, it's basically infinite, so no matter how much chakra you have, as long as you have the chakra requirements to activate it, then you're good. It'll stay active forever until you release it. And of course, Pain is like, I don't see you as a cripple, I see you as a man. A man that's about to get ruined, and I'm gonna tear your tailed beast out of you. And basically, he goes all out, he goes everything out. Pulls everything off and stuff. And he starts actually beating up on Johnny, or Naruto really. He was actually outspeeding him by quite a bit. And of course, this will make him something in Naruto. He keeps on hearing in his head over and over again. Act 5, Requiem, 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 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And then he points out one finger of act. Of a different act, a different stand, it looks like. Its head and armor pointing out. It says, this is Requiem. Then the stand yells, 0! In a really high-pitched voice. Like, 0! And then, Pain stops dead in his tracks, and Naruto gets a huge punch in. Then Pain goes flying, and then they go into a different battlefield. Of course, Pain is like, I need to escape. And then he pulls out instant transmission, kind of. He just reverse summons himself back. He says, well, to make him feel pain, I'll go attack Konoha. And where pain was, he took off his coat because it had a marker on it. And when Naruto transferred there was a note. It said, I'll destroy everything you love. And basically all the pains head up on Konoha. And basically the main pain says, Almighty Bush. And the main pain, Nagato, is there. The real Nagato is there because he says, oh god, I need to be here to give Marma chakra. I need to start pulling in some chakra. He's using Sage Mode because he has the Renegon. It gives him a little bit of Sage Mode, basically, abilities, so it allows him to use Sage Mode, basically. Makes sense, and, 88%, okay. But, like, kind of weak, but he can pull enough chakra, okay? He can pull in quite a bit of chakra. He's just charging up all the pains. And, of course, pain got up Naruto's range a little bit ago, but it's still slightly spinning. It's infinite, but it's not always very fast. So he doesn't really need Maiden Heaven to counteract it anymore. So he just lets it spin. And it does, it just corkscrews, and when Naruto shows up, he gets Jiraiya. Jiraiya just came back to the village. Jiraiya went to go battle Pain. He says, he sees Pain's eyes and says, where'd you get those? Where'd you get those? Did you? No, you must have killed Nagato. Not Nagato. No, you're supposed to be the chosen one. He's supposed to be the reincarnation of the Sage of Six Paths. And how he was. Looks like, how did he die? Then he's starting to recognize who this body belongs to. He starts to realize, yeah, Hiko. And then he'd see a man with red hair and like what looks like to be like a lot of black garage in his back, and like this like arm and like this chair kind of thing, and he says, no, Nagato. Then Pain says, you, Naruto, shall know pain. And right when Naruto gets there, he stabs 15 chakra rods through Jiraiya's heart and other bodily things. And anyway, Jiraiya starts withering away from the chakra rods, and when Naruto gets there, he speaks his last word. You must defeat my prodigy, Nagato. He has the Renegon, so be careful. And then Jaro gives him a quick fist bump before dying. Before saying, I believe in you, Naruto. I believe you're the chosen one. If you defeat him, go to Mount Iaboku. And he died. There. Actually, no, he almost died. He was choking on his blood. He said, there, you'll meet a bunch of sage toads. You'll have to learn Sage Mode. My boy, don't cry. Go defeat this mess. Of course, Naruto's anger takes over. He says, first, you think I don't know pain. Second, you take it on the village. The worst of your crimes of all is killing the perfect sage. You're all the master. He even tried to kill a person he thought harmed one of his students. And Naruto started getting real mad until Aura was flaring up. And of course, Jiraiya would see us and say, wait, no, Naruto. He's only barely alive. And when he feels the night tells Aura, he actually dies. So yeah, Jiraiya is dead. Of course, Naruto is just so mad. that the Nine Tails is like, you know what? That man has a Rinnegan. He has taken it, defiled my brethren. I'll give you access to all of my chakra. But only for around 20 minutes is your time limit. Before you... Actually, you know what? He says you have around an hour. Use it wisely, for I'm angry as well. And then Naruto powers up the KCM-1, and starts saying, first you hurt my friends, then this village, and then you kill my master Jiraiya. Of course, he starts going on a rampage, and Jiraiya sees this and it's like, no, you went on a rampage, darn it. And then he sees how Naruto is actually in control, and he says, okay, I can't go any closer or I might burn up from his chakra. Because I don't really know how to regulate chakra, he says. As he tells Naruto, let me help you, I can use my stand. And then, of course, Naruto says, no! And then kind of goes faster than the fourth Hokage, and saves Gyro. Of course, Pain already did something. He let use Almighty Push, and of course Naruto, in his grief, thinking he's about to lose another important person in his life, he, for his time and forever, manifests Act 5, this is a made-up act I made. He said, Act 5, Tusk Requiem. Act 5, Requiem. He says, Tusk. Act 5, Requiem. 0. And he sets Pain's actions to 0, making him not do anything. The spin is not working on him anymore. And then Naka says, silly, foolish boy. Maybe I'll cancel out all my actions and make your actions absolute. But you just made me more powerful. Then, in Naruto fashion, he just says this. In Giorno Giovanna fashion, you hear Mentorio, and he's like, this is Requiem. Dun, 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 dun. Then Pain says, Requiem, what a silly name. It's only an evolution of your stand, and Maiden Heaven will defeat you. Then he manifests his Maiden Heaven. Once again, Gyro shoots a spin ball at him, like, take this, you dirty villain. This, of course, sort of hurts Pain, actually. The main Pain actually dodges it and seems like, how silly. Nagato doesn't realize something. His eyes were closed. He opens them. He's like, no, the spin ball's coming right at me.
Older.
Yeah.
Clean upstairs.
Yeah. Then, of course, Pain actually like, no. But he's too late. Now the Pains can move fast enough, except for the main Pain. Main Pain starts moving faster and faster until he starts reaching Maiden Heaven's limits, and then something starts happening around him. Space is starting to warp. He realizes, oh no, I've gone past the space capacity of the universe. And then he starts to turn to dust. Tries to save his master by catching the ball. He can't. His hand turned to dust before he could. And it shot Pain right to the skull. And all the other 6 paths were still around because I will in a second. Yeah, anyway, so he started. All the other pains were starting to lose chakra fast. Until when the one that absorbs chakra starts to absorb chakra from nature and says, I'll disperse this around us. He says, our master might be dead, but we still have free will. We're in Pinocchio mode. And then all of them die instantly. Because they can't, because the healing path is down, all their heads are chopped off. And when Act 4 comes back out and twists them all up, and then Act 5 and Act 4 start working together and in unison, and both use their abilities start spinning them and stop them and over and over again, torturing them. Because Naruto's a bit more sadistic now, and because he's in Ninetales form. He's Ninetales Rage out. And he starts, like, and then he murders them cold-bloodedly. I mean, he was very mad. He almost saw his, basically, father die, and saw Jiraiya die. And then he hears from Requiem, you could have saved them. And he's like, wait, what? The Renegon. It can revive anybody, but for the cost of, it can revive everybody except for the cost of your life, or anybody's life. And of course, Jairo's like, no. Then Naruto's about to say, I'll do it if it's to resurrect everybody, I'll do it. And of course, Jairo has a spin ball go right at his head, but it's a little bit weaker. And he hits him on the head and knocks him out. He says, little sonny. And then he comes to a few seconds later. He says, little sonny. After Jairo has the eyes in his head, he says, little sonny, you should know that you have so much more to live for. You'll eventually be the hero of this village. Of course, Naruto can't move. He's like, what are you doing? And then Jairo says, I heard everything what your stand said, but hey, you're gonna tell me that you should risk your life for reviving everybody? He says, yes, I should. It was my fault they all died anyway, because I was too late. And of course, Jairo says, that's all nonsense, and you know it. You know just as well as I do that I have lived on this planet far longer than you. And actually, I was transported here by D4C, the stand of a very important person that Jesus told me to kill. But right before he took me, I absorbed all the body parts of Jesus, including the skull, and kind of took them with me into this universe so I could bury them. But it ended up getting out of hand. In time, it was different here. And everyone got hold of him. And then I had to search the land for a little while. The Sage of Six Paths gave me quite a bit of immortality, but he can only get broken by the Renegon. I've lived on this planet for far too long. Then he continued to tell Johnny Zeppeli, your real name is actually Naruto Uzumaki, but I renamed you Johnny Zeppeli because there is actually quite a bit of a rule that only Zeppelis can learn spin, except for one exception. Johnny Joestar. That's who I named your first name after. Naruto Uzumaki had a nice, different kind of ring to it. So maybe that could be your middle name. Uzumaki. That's your clan. The Uzumakis had a lot of chakra. But Hey, thanks to the sage, 6 panels up there are basically God. I have lived a nice, fruitful life, and of course, Naruto's crying at this point, like, no, don't leave me, leave everyone else. And then he says, bye-bye, little Naruto, bye-bye, little Johnny. Says, oh yeah, remember, the tusk you got there, those are the same stand as Johnny Joestar. And remember, kid, use your powers wisely to help others. And he says, Rennie Rebirth. And everybody gets revived, but it kills Johnny absolutely no matter what. He didn't have enough time after, because he's pretty bad at chakra. Like, he's decent enough where a point where he can sort of control it, but that much chakra, it kills. The chakra requirements kill him instantly. Of course, he dies and he fades into nothing. Only his eyes are left. Actually, no, the eyes are left. And of course, Naruto says, I'll bury these with Jesus. And basically, he takes the eyes out of Johnny, out of Gyro, and the arm out of Pain, and keeps them in himself for safekeeping. And he says, I wonder what Sasuke is doing now. He looks up to the sky. And of course, Sasuke is just unlocked the World 2. Forgot what I did for the World 2. I pretty much gave him a buff. I just buffed him up a lot, and I gave him the vampire abilities, that's right. Blood Curl, so like, he needs blood to survive, but he gets a strength boost, but the drawback is, and he's basically immortal, heal very fast, and he doesn't age. But the drawback is that he actually can't go into the sun. So yeah, this is Whenever Never Anime, and hope you liked this video. Please subscribe to me, I'm lonely. And bye.